this is Sharon from craftingcreativeideas.blogspot.com. I'm here today to bring you one of my punch art videos from my Wow That's Cool video series. I had made this little Easter Bunny punch art on and it's on my blog. It was put on last week. It's a DSC number 220 and it's called Easter Bunny Punch Art Card. And I will put the link on this video so that you can pop over there for the supply list. These things I've punched out really, and cut out ahead of time to try to save time with this video, but I will show you the products that I used. It's a little girl. I think she's adorable. Absolutely just cutest little thing ever. I'm gonna get going. For the card base, I used Pool Party, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. For the little ears, let me see if I can grab them here. For the ears, I used my ovals collection, and for the inner part, I used the number 1 for the center for the dots. So it was the first one in here, and that's what I cut out my the dotted pattern, and that was Blushing Bride. And then for my white, you could really use any pink that you have around the house though. The white ovals were cut with the number 2, so it would be the second one from the center. And the large head for this, strangely enough, is cut out with the number 4 oval. So, and you're going to have something like that then. And then these are all just white. As far as for her little cheeks, or I guess you call them her cheeks, this was my 1-inch punch, circle punch. For her nose, I used the 3/4 inch circle punch. For the eyes, I used a little 1/2 inch circle punch. And for the tongue, what I used for the little tongue was my Party Punch pack, the balloon, and then you didn't see this part of it, so because this gets shoved underneath her little whiskers and cheeks. So we'll get started on this, okay? We're going to use a little bit of tape runner on the back of the polka dots so that we can put that onto the ears. And I just kind of matched it to the bottom of the oval. Okay, now to place the face, I took the ears, I lined this. I'm going to try to zoom in this and see if I can get this a little bit a little closer for you. Okay, I took the oval, placed it horizontally on the card so that it's on the edge of the card. I placed the ears kind of like where I'm going to want them, and so yes, that's going to work. So what I did now is keep that into place, and I turned the card around, and I just took my snips, let me grab them, and I cut this out. This is just a piece of scrap paper that I had, so that's why it has embossing on it. And that's going to get the shape of your little face. Then that way you can get the ears put back under here. Which I'm just going to put a teeny bit of glue so I don't ruin my card base. Hold on one second. Okay, so now you just pretty much line everything up and get your little ears laid onto the card base where you want them. Which has a little bit of, I put a little bit of runner on the back. Just tilt them the way you want. That looks cute. And then I'm going to put a little bit on her face. So when I lay them on, I just put a little adhesive on the back. Once you lay them together, just kind of butt them up and align them to the sides, like so. Then, for the little tongue, I put a little adhesive behind that, and then the balloon part is going to tuck under the cheeks. Okay, so now you can press down the cheeks harder now that you have the tongue pushed under there. Then as far as her little nose, I took a little bit of, you're going to leave, the ends of this open a little bit here, but I took Blushing Bride ink and a sponge and just did the edges of the little nose. And then the back of the nose I put a little dimensional and popped it on top of the two little cheeks. For the eyes, just put a little bit of adhesive and then kind of picked up a little bit on the edge of the cheeks so that I could shove this under and put the little eye under there, like so. Then I took a black marker. Of course, I've got to open the wrong end. And on her eyes, I did a few little eyelashes. And then some on the other side too. Then I took a white gel pen and I did her little pupils on her eyes, like so. Then I took my marker once again and I did a bunch of little dots here, just for the whiskers. You might have to pull the dot up just a little bit to work around it. And then I took a few little whiskers. And her face, which completes her little face. For the little sediment up on the top of the card, I used the basket bunch, and I used an Easter treat for somebody sweet. I took Sahara Sand and I just stamped it on a piece of scrap white. Then I took my bunch of banner and I cut that out, which I will run over there real fast and cut this out with the Big Shot. I'll be right back. As you can see, when I did the banner, I tried to line up the left edge so that it's pretty close to the 4 on the sediment, because we're going to cut off the right side of this. And then I took a piece of Sahara Sand, and it was 3/4 inch wide. And you could pretty much have any length on this, but maybe around 3 inches. It really doesn't matter because you're going to cut off that side anyways. With that, then I took my banner triple punch and I turned it around. I didn't use it the way that they use it this way. I turned it around and I wanted to punch the edge. So I just lined up the corner of each of these banner paper, and I lined it to the edge of this punch. And then gave it a punch to give the edge a cut. Then you can lay this one on top of this one. So I will adhere this. Let me just do this. Put a little runner. Put this on here. Like so. Okay. Then you're going to lay it on your card. Figure out how far you want this to go. Oh, but we're going to cut off these right side of the flag. So once again, I'm just going to do it this way, and then I'm going to cut this excess off, like so. I did use, on top of this, I used another dimensional. I'll stick that behind here. And popped it onto the card like so. And then I just added a tiny little gem right to the right here. And it will look like this when you get done. I hope you've enjoyed this little bunny. I had to try to make a fast video on this because I came out with that card and I had so many requests, so many emails coming through as to how I made this and could I make a video or can I have the directions. So it was just easier for me to try to give you a video, a fast video on how to construct her. You can also check out a lot of other things on my blog at craftingcreativeideas.blogspot.com. I hope you have enjoyed this video and you will give it a like or give it a nice comment on YouTube. And until next time, God bless.